the military and people of Ukraine, they're fighting back. But is it enough to stop the now day 2 of the Russian invasion? Yeah, we got a lot of stories to go over that's coming from within the borders of the Ukraine. And hey, what is the new YouTube channel that you gotta subscribe to that just might give you some hope in such dire times? Yeah, we got Tina's testimony and so much more here on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
He doesn't wonder what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there, serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation. He doesn't what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there, serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
Hey, I did it again.
Yeah, I heard you.
I did it again. I pressed the wrong button. I've been doing this for years. How am I still pressing wrong buttons?
I don't know. Ask your lady friends about that.
Lady friends. Oh. Hey. Shoom. Damn.
No.
Ray's on it, huh?
It's Friday.
It is Friday. And yes. How you doing? My name is Joe. I'm a veteran, not a victim, and this former Screaming Eagle soldier from the 2nd Brigade Combat Team Strike. 101st Airborne Division, Aerosol. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for some real conversation. Some information that you're not going to get from the legacy and corporate media. It's just how it is. You know, they have a lot of restrictions that they can and cannot do. And we got those too, right? Thanks, YouTube. Can't even have real talk sometimes with them. That's why we're also live streaming on Rumble, the Facebook page, of course, with most of our followers checking in already. Paula from Massachusetts. Hey, Raw. I want a man on the moon in 10 years. Chowder. I want chowder. Nicole D. Hooah. What's up, Hoo? What's up, Nicole? I didn't call you. What's up, Hooah? Paula checking in on the comments. Yeah, keep those comments coming. We'll get to them all soon in a bit. We're about to introduce everybody, but I just want to say thank you for your time, and I appreciate it, the opportunity. I mean, as we continue the mission, and I continue my personal mission of defending the Constitution of the United States. I rose that right hand years ago. I never put it down. Well, you know, when you go to the bathroom, there's things you got to do. But hey, make sure to hit that like button, share this video, definitely subscribe to the channel, help us out with the shadow ban, and be a part of the conversation. That's it. Come on down. Come on. All right. What's up, Bay? How you doing?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
Chilling.
It's Friday. You're right. It is Friday, and there's a crazy world going on.
It is.
Welcome back, Tina.
Hello.
Good to see you. Here, get right up on that microphone. Make love to that microphone. Here, lick it real quick.
Oh, no. With COVID.
I love it. No, these are COVID-free microphones.
Okay.
Yeah, I make sure. You brought Heather with you.
Yes.
What's up, Heather? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
You brought some foods, huh?
I did.
You're like one of the best bakers around.
She is.
I mean, I wouldn't give myself that much
No.
credit, but it's pretty good.
Well, I'm saying it. And Babe, we're going to be munching on that food here in a bit. Yeah, we got a lot to go over here. So, but yeah. Also checking in as we invite more people to join us. Monet, what's up, Monet? Look at my beautiful mother.
That's my daughter.
Yeah, I figured. I remember Monet from the last time. Paula, my question is, why can't the United States, together with our allies, launch a no-fly zone to help the Ukraine fight their own battle? And with that being said, what a great segue, Paula. Right, that was Paula that said that, right? Yeah. Let's get into this. All right, so here we go. Let's do this. Boom. Don't worry, I'll get the buttons down eventually. I miss intern Shane. So the military and the people of Ukraine are fighting back. But is it enough to stop the now day 2 of the Russian invasion? We're going to find out now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Hey, make sure to type in your comments, your questions, your answers, and for the chance to win a free shirt from our Let's Go Brandon shop at lgbonlinestore.com. You got to smash that like button. You got to also make sure to share this video. So do so now. Hit that share button. And you got to be subscribed to the channel. So, and for this year, the promo code is Joe. When you're at checkout and you purchase some hats, shirts, whatever, you get 25% off by using that promo code Joe. 25. All right. So, here we go. Did you see Tina? All right. All right, here we go. So, Ukraine. Yeah, let's get into this. Boom, there it is. So, the Ukrainian government, they claim that Russia has suffered about 3,000 troop casualties and lost 516 kinds of various military vehicles, 80 tanks, 10 airplanes, 7 helicopters. This is so far on day one. Well, now we're into day two. And they're possibly indicating that the Ukrainian people have had some success against the Russian invaders. Now, the announcement, it came approximately about 3 p.m., our time, local, and it was issued by Ukraine's Deputy Defense Minister, Hanna Malar. They got a lot of letters in their names. So, Malar, also told the Ukrainian people that, quote, "We are strong, victory will be ours." Now, in its effort against the Russian military invasion, which began early Thursday morning local time, it is still yet to be seen, can the Ukrainians hold off Russia? Ooh, I don't, honestly, we'll get into our predictions here in just a bit. But Russia's invasion has already taken longer and been costlier than Putin expected. Almost certain that his military and intel leaders knew this going in, but no one dared to tell him of the, that it wasn't going to meet his expectations and that they were unrealistic. Here is some amateur footage from Kiev of a Russian military aircraft being shot down. Boom. I want to put you in a situation, a scenario, if you will. All right? That's outside your window of wherever you live. That noise, that visual, hell, it's coming down onto somebody's house, in somebody's apartment, in somebody's area. Just picture that in your town. I love America. I love it. I love the Second Amendment. I love the ability that I can defend myself against foreign and domestic enemies. And that is what Ukraine is doing as we speak. Some specific examples have been reported on showing the resolve of the Ukraine people. So, Ukrainian president, Zelensky, we've been talking about him a lot recently. He announced today that 13 Ukrainian soldiers, yesterday during day one, died defending an island against a Russian naval vessel. And he said that these guys were going to be awarded and given the title of Heroes of Ukraine. So it happened at Snake Island. Snake Island, this is also known as Zemini Island, is 30 miles off the coast of Ukraine and less than 1/10 a square mile. Small, tiny little guy. The island grew in importance for Ukraine, though. This was because after Crimea was seized by the Russians in 2014. So the soldiers, they were stationed on the small border island. It's in the Black Sea. A Russian warship ordered them to surrender. Now, it translates to English on this piece of video here. Well, I might have to do it. I'm fluent in Ukrainian.
No, are you?
No. But, so the Russian warship told the Ukrainian defenders via radio, "This is a Russian military ship. I suggest that you lay down your weapons and surrender to avoid bloodshed and unnecessary victims. Otherwise, we will open fire on you," end quote. Well, here is a recording of that interaction. This is the Russian warship. I repeat, I suggest you surrender your weapons and capitulate. Otherwise, we will open fire. Do you copy? Waiting for a response. Ukraine, that is it. Should I tell him to go F himself, just in case? The Ukrainian says. Turns up the volume. Russian warship, go F yourself. Yeah. All the defenders of the island died, but did not surrender. According to Zelensky, at least 137 Ukrainian soldiers been killed on day one after Russia invaded Ukraine. An additional 316 wounded. We don't have the current updated numbers, but we'll keep you posted. But we got another example of choosing freedom over fear. A Ukrainian soldier has been hailed as a hero for blowing himself up to destroy a bridge in an effort to stop Russian tanks from invading his country. That's Marine Battalion Engineer Vitaly Skankin Vladimirovich. He was deployed to the bridge, the Hentzik Bridge. This is in the southern province of Kherson. This is when the Russian tanks advanced. Now, the bridge is pretty important. We mentioned Crimea earlier. Remember, it used to be part of Ukraine, and then Russia took it 2014, right? Well, this is the bridge that connects Crimea to Ukraine. Now, this young man, he volunteered to place mines on the span of the bridge. And when he realized that he had no time to get to safety, the soldier made the ultimate sacrifice on the bridge, which connected the Russian-occupied Crimea to mainland Ukraine. As a result of his act of valor, the Russian forces, they were forced to take a longer route in the region. Now, according to his brothers in arms, Vitaly got in touch with them and said that he was going to blow up the bridge, and then immediately saying after that, an explosion rang out, and he was gone. How about the man in Ukraine standing in front of the Russian military convoy, risking his life by stepping in front of a speeding truck? Intense footage shows. In this clip, which circulated online today, I don't know, it kind of showed off a courageous Ukrainian citizen attempting to get in the way of an actual Russian convoy. And it seemed kind of reminiscent of Tiananmen Square back in 1989.
With the tank.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Check this out, Bay. It's a ballsy move. Would you do it, Bay?
What's that? No.
No? That's a gutsy move right there. Now, if you want to see some more resolve, how about the defiant driver in the Ukraine that got crushed on purpose by a Russian tank? Did you see this video yet, Bay? Yep. Check this out. There's the tank. Just running over a driver, a car, in the street. All recorded from the window of a residence, witnessing it all.
And that wouldn't be a war crime?
Bay, that's a great question.
Because that would, I'm just, you know, what makes...
It's a civilian vehicle. Now, the trapped man was rescued by local Ukrainians and was also captured on video, shared on Twitter. Look at this. How is this person alive?
God.
Yeah.
God.
God.
That's the only answer.
Yep.
God. Like, look at that vehicle. Did the airbags go off?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Check this out. That is unreal. That person, elderly person at that. Well, in Ukraine, elderly person, they're probably 32. But, no, I don't mean to make light. But, alive and rescued.
Any broken bones, anything like that?
Yeah, some broken bones. But alive and going to
Conscious?
live.
Yeah.
Conscious, right. And moving.
Right?
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Rumors that Ukrainian President Zelensky, well, the rumors were saying that he fled the country, that he left his people behind.
He's on the front lines.
So what did Zelensky do when they heard about these rumors? Like anyone in modern day would do. He went live streamed it from the streets of Kiev. It's the capital. He published a video showing that he's still physically present in the city of the capital.
Всім добрий вечір. Лідер фракції тут, голова Офісу президента тут, прем'єр-міністр Шмигаль тут, Подоляк тут, президент тут. Всі ми тут, наші військові
He's saying we are here, we are
громадяни
in Kiev,
суспільства тут,
we are defending
всі
Ukraine.
тут. Захищаємо нашу незалежність, нашу державу. І так буде й далі. Слава нашим захисникам, слава нашим захисницям. Слава Україні!
Yeah, he also went on to say, I had my breakfast in Ukraine and I will have my dinner in Ukraine. I have an updated picture of this President Zelensky in the streets today. Bay, have you seen this one?
I saw that picture, but not that one.
There he is. Look at the size of the balls on that man.
But it's kind of funny how some people leave their country when protest happens.
Oh, you mean like Trudeau? Oh, sorry. Did we say it out loud? YouTube, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
But seriously, Putin drastically underestimated the Ukrainian people. Here's the mayor of Kiev. Okay? They are stepping up to show up. They will bring the fight to Russia and make them pay for invading. Well, damn. Will Ukraine get any help? Maybe. NATO activated the NATO response force for the first time ever today. All right? Check out this one. This is interesting. The headline may give you hope or give the Ukrainian people hope. But yeah. So the NATO response force, for the first time ever today, in response to Putin's invasion of Ukraine, the entire NATO response force is about 40,000 troops. But NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg did not say how many would be activated or even used. In my opinion, I believe it's just a bluff. It's just a bluff to get a headline out there to maybe scare some Russian generals or maybe even their commander-in-chief. But the multinational force consisting of land, air, sea, and special operation forces from the Allies can deploy quickly in support of the NATO alliance. It's kind of like the NATO special forces groups. But to be honest, it may be too little too late. Yeah. Hang in there, Ukraine. I wish this situation was prevented. We all know how exactly this could have been avoided. Leadership is so important. What are your thoughts on it all? All right, type in your comments, your questions, your answers. Woo. Yeah. Bay, what do you say, Bay?
Just wait.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what's going to happen.
I saw a video also of it was a driver in Russia, and it was a convoy of Russian military vehicles driving towards Ukraine, and it looked like ICBM vehicles. You know, ever see the movie Spies Like Us?
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Remember when they're in the snow hanging out and they're trying to deactivate those nuclear ICBMs?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. It looked like those were driving down the highway heading towards Ukraine. We'll see what happens, though. But again, you know, what you do is very important here. And as I stated earlier, I am so happy that I am in America, and we do have a Second Amendment. The government of Ukraine is giving out thousands upon thousands upon thousands of weapons to the hands of the people, telling them to fight. And here's the issue with that. Some of them, it's the first time touching a weapon.
Yep.
Training is so important. If you're going to be a weapon owner and know how to use that weapon, know how to take care of that weapon, be responsible with that weapon. But yeah, I'm glad that you have that opportunity to have it. Those who want to take it away from you, show them this. Just show them this.
Right.
And I hear you. In a perfect world, what did the Japanese general say, Bay? About invading the U.S.?
Every blade of grass have a gun.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'll paraphrase it. The Japanese general, you know, when asked about invading the U.S., he goes, "What? They all have guns? No. Damn." Okay. But again, be responsible with it. Train with it. Fire it. Respect it. All right. Chris Early in the comments. Michael Glaze checking in. What's up, Dave? How you doing, brother? Paula. Fox is now reporting what you just did. I know, I hear you. I get it. We don't have the big platform, but I mean, I got some great inside sources where I get some great information. I really do, and I try and confirm most of it as best as I can. Sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes, not usually. Yeah, I originally thought that that this was all because of Eastern Ukraine, Russian-speaking Ukraine. It was just going to be that section of Ukraine, just like with that Crimea back in 2014. But I was wrong. This is a full-out invasion of a nuclear-capable nation into a country that once had 5,000 nukes.
Yeah.
When the USSR broke apart, okay, into all the satellite nations, and Ukraine was a sovereign nation once again in 1994. We got 5,000 nuclear bombs. Right, terrible impression, but I'll work on it. And they gave it up to the Russians in an exchange for one, the U.S. will protect us, not NATO. The U.S. will come to our defense, and also that, and believe you me, I'm not here to get into a war. I've been to war. War is hell. War,
It sucks.
we'll talk about that another day. And the other stipulation is that okay, and Ukraine would not join NATO. So, but it's very interesting what's going on. But be careful. Don't be pushing Russia into the arms of China.
Right.
All right? Taiwan will be next. Taiwan will be next. So, all right. Let's, we just got a quick moment. I mean, I love the casino. Have you been to the casino, Bay?
Not yet.
You got to go.
I'm going this year.
Yeah.
I'm going this summer.
Every
or
Wednesday,
spring.
we do Hump Day Trivia there. It's fantastic. It's a game show you're the contestant. Yeah, you got to check out the casino. Here, we'll be right back. Hold on.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely.
Non-stop Vegas action has arrived. Oak Grove Gaming is now open. Experience a whole lot of Vegas fun, minus the flight, at Oak Grove Gaming. Spin and win big on over 1,300 of the latest and greatest games. Indulge and eat like a king at our 4 fantastic restaurants. Live it up at the lively bars and lounges. Conveniently located off I-24, exit 86, across from Fort Campbell. Just a quick spin away. Plus, now you can reserve your room for when our luxurious 5-story hotel opens. For reservations and more exciting information, visit oakgrovegaming.com. That's oakgrovegaming.com. Oak Grove Racing, Gaming, and Hotel. So Vegas, so close. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey everybody, this is Water Dogs Rich from Water Dog Scuba and Safety. What do I love about the Joe Padula Show? You got a veteran like Joe going after his dreams and bringing so many people together from so many different walks of life here in Clarksville. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Water Dog Rich. I was hanging out with him today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope y'all like your lunch.
Yeah, it was good. We ate at Wicked Good Sandwiches over there. Hey, if you're ever in Middle Tennessee, you get to Clarksville, you go to Wicked Good Sandwiches, 605 Cumberland Drive. Go figure, they have trivia on Thursdays, too. The guy there does it. He's pretty good. It's not trivia. It's a game show, really. It takes me 4.5 hours to piece these together, these game shows.
I was horrible at the last one. So.
No. Second to last ain't bad. It's not bad. It's not last.
Oh, man.
But I'll tell you,
Embarrassing.
I'm excited to hear about your new show. So, I'm on YouTube, and I come across Tina's testimonies. All right, and Tina, your story is pretty unique. Your episode is called "The Inside of My Body Is Dying." Is the most recent episode. Mm-hmm. What? What a grabber!
I mean, it's
What is this episode about?
it's about the kidney that I have left. That it's only at about around 20-something%, low 20% range. So it started off obviously when a kidney starts off at 100%. mine has gradually gone down. You know, I lost the one, which I talked about in the last episode on your show.
Yeah, so you're down to one kidney. What happened to your first kidney?
Cancer.
Cancer. What age were you diagnosed with that?
It was last year, I think it was.
So last year, boom, you lose the one kidney. And for those who don't know, we have two. We have two kidneys. But functioning on one kidney, how does that affect the rest of your body?
Well, I have Fanconi Syndrome, so there's a lot going on in my body.
What is Fanconi Syndrome?
Fanconi Syndrome is where the tubes that go into your kidney are it's like a break in them, so it's kind of like it's a birth defect in my case.
Yeah.
So then everything that's supposed to go, like all your nutrients that's supposed to go into your kidney to reabsorb into your body, mine spills back out into my bladder.
And that's not good.
No, because my body doesn't retain the things that we need to.
So if you
survive.
take like vitamins on a daily basis and everything, there's a high chance that all those good things, those natural things, aren't getting to where they need to get to.
Nope.
No.
There are most of them. I mean, a little bit seeps through. It's like a straw. That way I described it in my YouTube videos. It's like a little thin straw, and there's like a little break right at the tip of the kidney. So then everything, like a little bit goes through, but then majority spills back out.
And what happens when it spills back out? Does it?
I just urinate it out.
You as Bae would say, piss it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Bae.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. So it causes like some discomfort and stuff like that in the bladder and stuff.
Heather, how are you involved in this?
Well,
How do you know Tina?
Tina came into my bakery when she was diagnosed pre-diabetic in the midst of everything else that had gone on. It was after you lost your kidney, right?
Right
after she lost her kidney, then she was diagnosed as pre-diabetic. And most people don't realize, but that's actually one of the leading causes of renal failure, of kidney failure, is diabetes. So she kind of was able to get a jump start on this before it was full-blown diabetes. And so she came to my bakery, Delectable Sweets. And so when we initially opened there in 2019, we offered a few sugar-free options. My mom's a diabetic, so I know the importance of it.
Oh, you opened right before 2020. How great.
That was fun. That was fun.
how amazing.
Yes. But so she came in to see me, and she was like, I heard you have things that are good for diabetics to have, and I'm really interested. And so she came in and we kind of talked about the line of products and the fact that it's made with natural ingredients instead of chemical ingredients, because you can find diabetic friendly things in the supermarket. However, 90% of the time they have chemical sweeteners, preservatives, all the other bad stuff.
I mean, they've been sitting on shelves for how long? Since the truck to the
Right. So she came in and saw me, and she was a repeat customer. She loved, being able to have the sweets and have the options that she didn't have in her everyday life. And our friendship kind of blossomed from there. And then we had somebody contact us from Leaf Chronicle, and they wanted to do an article on the bakery.
That's right.
And they said, do you have anybody that we can interview as far as like one of your customer goes? And I immediately thought of her because, while we do have a lot of our customers are keto, or they're doing it for different lifestyle change reasons.
You also bake for keto diet.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Everything we make, we're a fully gluten-free kitchen as of 6 months ago. So everything is gluten-free, sugar-free, low
gluten.
carb. So there's just a whole lot of things. Gluten over the years has become so genetically modified that now we have a whole lot more people who are sensitive to it. And besides the sensitivity to it, gluten and sugar cause more inflammation in our bodies than just about any other ingredients.
Because gluten is natural, right?
Gluten is wheat.
Is wheat.
Gluten is wheat.
But it's become almost like synthetic wheat, if you will.
Yes,
it's like corn.
It's so genetically modified. Right. A lot of our stuff in the United States has become that way. It's so genetically modified that our bodies don't process it the way that they once did.
And that's where this gluten allergy has come from. And same thing, because I hear these the people, if you will, and they are people. They these kids have peanut allergies now today. It's because they're weak.
Yes.
I don't think it's that. I think it's because of these genetically modified ways of raising crops.
And I have spoken with medical professionals who have agreed. I mean,
Right.
if you sit down and you speak with a doctor about this, they will tell you that it's because of how much our food has changed over time, that our bodies weren't meant to break that down.
It's not because, they got, sure, they got weak parents too that don't spank them, and I get that fight. But, yeah, I mean, it is because of how we are farming and making
Mass production.
Mass production. Right. So these treats that you brought in, these are.
Yes, they are sugar-free. They are gluten-free, so they're
Better try one.
diabetic-friendly. They're celiac-friendly.
They're
I brought
amazing-friendly.
2 different items for you guys to try.
Mm-hmm.
That's our keto peanut butter cookies. We get people that aren't even on keto, don't even need sugar-free or gluten-free that will come in for those because there's no flour to dull out the peanut butter flavor. So they're super strong. They're so good. They just melt in your mouth. You don't even
Tastes
have
like
to chew
a
'em.
peanut butter cookie.
Doesn't?
Can't even tell
Here,
the
babe,
difference.
chuck me one. Does it? See, I'm a skeptic. I'm not a sweets guy, but if I'm gonna eat sweets, I want it to be good for me. Everything that I put in my body is calculated, if you will. Does
As
that
it
make
should
sense?
be.
Right.
As it should be.
So you guys do the article.
Oh yeah, where you left off.
Yes. So we
It does taste like a.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
It tastes just like it. You can't tell the difference.
That's not sugar on there.
No, that's monk fruit.
What's monk fruit?
So monk fruit.
Made from real monks?
So the reason it got the name monk fruit was because it was discovered by ancient monks, and it has been used. It's been used in medicines actually overseas. Like they've used monk fruit as natural medicine because it does have anti-inflammatory properties. But one of the greatest benefits is it tastes and bakes just like sugar, but it has a zero glycemic index. So there is no impact for a diabetic to eat something that's made with monk fruit.
And same thing with the cavities, with the teeth? Mm-hmm. Babe, I'm not brushing my teeth tonight. Hey, you got another one?
You want another cookie?
Yeah.
And I brought you another one to try there too. The that's one of our newer items there. So one of the things I
Oh,
noticed,
Tina, no wonder.
one of my favorite desserts is tres leches cake, and they just do not.
that looks so good.
They don't make it
Look at
sugar free or gluten free.
Here, throw that Tina.
Right, throw it up.
So that is. Every component of that dessert is made inside of our bakery. We make a sugar-free sweetened condensed milk because they don't sell one in the store. We make our own slow-cooked caramel. The caramel cooks for about 2 hours that goes onto that cake. Besides, we make the cake and the whipped cream in-house too. But, I mean, try it. Tell me what you think.
And how can people contact you? What's the best way? If
So
they
the
got
best way to
questions,
do
if
is
they
to
wanna eat
follow our
healthier?
Facebook page, our Facebook and our Instagram. We will.
What's the Instagram handle?
It is delectable_sweets underscore. Yep.
Delectables_sweets on Instagram. Yeah, follow it. And if you got any questions specifically, you know.
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we encourage
Very
people
fun.
to reach out.
The cake.
Yeah.
And then, Joe, I'm no longer pre-diabetic. Just to throw that out there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I lost some weight.
that's what's up. And you still were able to have your sweet tooth.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, because you can tell them about the article.
And
'cause
she-
Yeah. Fill me in on the article.
Well, so
From
she
the Leaf
did. She
Chronicle.
did the. She did the article and kind of gave them some inside information as far as like really personal. Like she has here, like, hey, look, like this is everything that's wrong with my body, and this is something that gave me a sense of normalcy in my life again.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons we put our focus into it. 6 months ago, we got rid of all the sugar and all the gluten out of the bakery, and we don't bake anything with sugar or gluten now. So it's
Including
a bakery.
like wedding cakes and stuff like that?
So
for the
that's
masses?
not so much my stick. That's
No?
too stressful. No,
Birthday
I did
cake.
that.
I bet.
I did that back in the day.
Yeah.
She baked my 50th birthday cake.
Yeah?
Yes.
It was amazing.
50?
Yes.
50,
Good
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was last year. I'll be 51 this year.
Oh, I was going to guess 48. Well,
Really?
No, lower. Lower. 48 was the joke.
Oh, okay.
But, okay, so now the YouTube channel.
Yes.
All right. What's the goal? What's the mission? Because we know your story now. We know the struggle and some of the things that you have overcome and adapted to maintain a normal life, if you will, normal. But yeah. So what's the goal with the channel?
Hopefully to inspire people to, just offer hope to people because like when I first, I've had so much happen to me from cancer 2 times to the kidney failure to it's just been a lot of things one after another, and at times I just felt so like I lost, like I needed somebody to understand, so even though you have friends and you have people that they give you compassion and stuff like that, it's like you don't really feel like people understand unless they kind of are experiencing something of some sort of so I just wanted to just bring awareness to my condition. Obviously, Fanconi Syndrome is very rare, so I want to bring awareness to that. And I just want to just be an inspiration to other people that they can get through whatever they might be facing, because Lord knows I've been through some stuff and I'm still going through things. As a matter of fact, I go to the doctor Monday because my remaining kidney, they found some spots or something.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
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 I mean, have you gotten used to being nervous and stuff?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you just have things happen over and over and over, yeah, you kind of just like, okay, what next? You know.
One time I ate too much grapefruit, and I couldn't pee straight. All right, it was like like when you put your finger over the hose, right? Right, and I was nervous. I was like, oh, what happened? So I go to the doctor. He goes, slow down the grapefruit, Joe.
Too much grapefruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish that was my problem.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. But yeah, the link to her channel is in the description. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell too.
Subscribe.
Yeah, and yeah, look forward to your interview with guests, because what I think a great quality that you have is you are a very good listener, and you're able to not only listen but then contribute, which I think is a good combo.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm working on that myself over here.
Yeah. You're doing
One
good.
day.
Good. Oh, and my Instagram is Tina_testimony, so you can follow me there too.
That's what's up. Don't type in Tina Testicles. Much different site comes up.
Tina_testimony.
Testimonies, not Tina Testicles.
No.
That was my mistake, right?
Yeah.
Right. I got a new fan. Right. He, she, whatever they identify as, it's all good. Right.
And you got to go to Heather's Delectable.
Yeah,
Sweets.
do it.
Saved my life, I will say.
That's awesome. I love it. All right. Bay, you got anything before we get out of here?
Oh, I like the cookies.
Yeah, it's good.
And the cake. Yeah, it's good.
Now, if you had tried that and I hadn't told you, would you know that was gluten-free or
Right.
sugar-free? Do you think you would notice that it was missing sugar or gluten in there?
Well, I usually only eat my family's peanut butter cookies.
And there's a lot of sugar in those?
Oh,
yeah. If you eliminate sugar from your diet totally, what are some of the benefits that you know of?
There are so many benefits. So one of the personal reasons that I cut sugar out of my diet was actually at 36 years old, I was diagnosed with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So alcohol and sugar, most people don't realize, can cause the exact same damage to your liver. So if I had continued eating sugar with the condition I had, I could have ended up with cirrhosis of the liver.
From not even drinking?
Not even drinking.
Never even heard of that. That's crazy.
I went in for just some routine annual labs, and my doctor called up and was like, how much do you drink? And I'm like, I don't. He's like, how much sugar do you eat? I'm like, I bake for a living. That's not even a fair question. Like, I sample everything I make to make sure it's right. And he was like, you really better stop. Like, your liver enzymes are through the roof. You have fatty liver disease, and you need to cut out the sugar.
It sounds like such an offensive disease, doesn't it?
It really, and it is.
What's up, fatty liver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it comes from sugar and alcohol. And so for me, my mom had already been diagnosed diabetic, so I wanted to cut back on some of my sugar anyways. But then being given that diagnosis, that was a really big eye-opener for me. I'm a mother of 3. My husband was PCS'd elsewhere at the time, and I'm trying to build my business. I'm out here, I'm working all the time. I'm hustling, doing my thing, and then all of a sudden I get this diagnosis, and I'm like, what do you mean I have liver damage?
Right.
I'm not somebody that's out drinking all the time.
Was it able to be reversed?
I fully reversed all signs of liver damage in 8 months.
Wow. Just by cutting sugar out.
By cutting sugar out and by using natural sugar substitutes. And I can't stress that enough, because a lot of people, when they go sugar-free, they use those chemical sweeteners.
Yeah, like Equal and...
those chemical sweeteners, eventually, they lead to things like cancer. They lead to all these other health issues. Stay away from the chemical sweeteners. We have such a variety of natural sweeteners now. Monk fruit, stevia, allulose. We have a plethora of natural sweeteners.
Stevia you like?
Yeah,
You're okay with?
Stevia is okay. I prefer monk fruit because I am prone to inflammation. I do have a lot of issues with arthritis. So I prefer monk fruit because it does have the anti-inflammatory properties.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And pre-diabetes, not to cut you off, but pre-diabetes.
No, thank God she's talking too much anyway.
No, but pre-diabetes is so common, more common than people realize. Like, a lot of people have it and don't even realize it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So,
And it's the same thing with fatty liver disease. Fatty liver disease, actually about 25% of the American population has it, and most of them don't even know that they have it.
Damn.
Yep.
And by the time they find out, it's too late, huh?
Yep.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. A lot of people, and like I said, the good thing about fatty liver disease is a lot of times you don't notice the symptoms right away, because the symptoms in the beginning are subtle. The symptoms in the beginning are being tired. We're all tired, so it doesn't stand out as anything. But if you do get your annual lab work done, that's something that can be detected in your annual lab work.
What about the ones who complain that gluten-free is more expensive?
Oh, yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
The ingredients are far more expensive, and the labor that goes
Why
into
is that?
it.
Because I've seen them in the supermarket, and they're like, oh, why do I got to pay extra to be healthier and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you exactly why.
Why?
Because They make it big pharma. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say
no,
it.
good.
I'm just gonna say it.
Say
Big
it.
pharma, because
Yeah.
why do we want our people to be healthy? Because then they're not gonna need these diabetes medications. They're not gonna need all these other medicines.
Knew it, babe.
Because
I knew it.
I mean, it really
why I love her.
all
She's
the
so
it-
real.
take a look at the ingredients on something you eat every day, and guarantee you will find that sugar is added in there. Why are we adding sugar into things it doesn't need to be in? Why do we add dyes into things it doesn't need to be in? If you take a look at other countries, they have outlawed stuff that we put in our food, and we eat it daily, and we feed it to our kids.
Yeah, like Ukraine. Oh, sorry, too soon. Sorry.
And so it's one of those things where it's like, the natural ingredients, they are way more expensive. Our main ingredient,
But they're way more expensive because they are designed to be way more expensive. I knew it. Gotcha.
I mean, that's my take on it.
I'll still
I
buy
agree,
it though.
100%.
Yeah, I bet.
So people complain about the price of the healthier options, but we need the healthier options to
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, sugar feeds cancer. Take a look at so many of the other things that
Follow
sugar
the
is
money.
bad for.
Yep.
Sugar
Always
is
follow
bad
the
for the
money.
liver. Sugar is bad for diabetes. Sugar feeds cancer.
So that
sugar
monk-
makes cancer grow faster.
That monk fruit, though, that's the way to go. Then,
Monk
huh?
fruit's the way to go.
Okay, so if you put sugar in your coffee, tell them at Starbucks, monk fruit, please.
And you know what's crazy? Like my mom is a pre-diabetic now, and she doesn't even eat sugar, but she was eating a lot of potatoes and it's like starch.
Starch, yeah.
And that
Anything high
breaks down-
carb.
Yeah, breaks down into sugar. So a lot of
Yeah,
people-
that's right. Carbs.
Gotta
People
keep
got to
that in
understand
mind
that.
as well.
Carbs, why low carb diet's pretty good, because carbs turn into glucose, right? Which is
Definitely.
sugar.
Yep.
Yeah. I read a book.
Education.
Book. Thank you, ladies.
Oh,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
so much.
Thanks for
So
having
happy
us
to be
on.
back.
Best is yet to come. Bay, anything before we get out of here?
No, I'm good.
All right. Hey, I'll get to the comments in a bit, but hey, have a great weekend. If you're in Middle Tennessee, if you're in Clarksville, Friday night tonight, Fat Shack. That's right, Fat Shack. We got Fat Shack trivia over there. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. Have a good time. Have a good weekend. Love each other, and we'll see you next week. The Joe Padula Show, America's party with a purpose. Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely.
Smartphones. These pocket wonder machines are great for things like never having a moment of quiet
Is that Seth?
and Instagram.
I look so good in this one.
But not so much when it comes to telling your customers everything your business can do for them. Well, that's a problem. But a lot of Clarksville and Fort Campbell area businesses have burned thousands in cash running fancy, pocket-sized ads just so Brittany here can ignore them too.
Thanks, Daddy, for letting me take the Lexus.
For 14 years, smart business owners have relied on Wiz Advertising's proven 6-step method to get their full message across to their customers. Learn more at wizads.com. That's WHIZZADS.com.
Dad, you're embarrassing me.
This is Lawyer Wayne. Check me out at lawyerwayne.com and check me out on TikTok at Lawyer Wayne. You're listening to the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
You know what I can't stand? When you have people in Clarksville saying that there is nothing to do. Not for nothing, you couldn't be any more wrong. And obviously, you've never been to O'Connor's Irish Pub. Right off of Exit 1. It's like an adult daycare center. I mean, you go inside, you got the food, you got the drinks, okay? You got the DJ, you got the stage, you got the live music, the whole bit. It's fantastic. They got pool tables in the back, dartboards, video games, UFC main events. Oh, and outside, they got the cornhole boards. They got the outdoor tiki bar. They got the outdoor DJ party. They got this huge, massive stage where they bring in the big names like Greta Van Fleet. There's always something to do in Clarksville. O'Connor's Irish Pub.